Oven preheated to 350 degrees, and you can see we're putting the whole roasted chicken into the pan. And the reason why we're doing that is we want some of the juices from this chicken to get into the dish, make it extra flavorful. In the meantime, I'm gonna open this up, put her in the middle rack, and stay tuned. Got the water boiling, or a rolling boil, I should say. I'm going to show you a couple things I like to do when I cook my noodles. Is I like to put a little canola oil in here, and it's a little secret. It helps for me. It's it helps the noodles not stick together. And this is just a mixture of salt and pepper that I made. It gives it just a little flavor, just a little dash of that. Okay, so it's the basic thing. And one thing I like to do, especially with this dish, is I take the spaghetti. I like to crush it a little bit, because with this dish, a little bit different. So anyway, we'll pour that in there like so, and say, hello, Harry. Hello, there's a fungus among us. Anyway, so we're gonna just stir that, and then the package, what does the package say? 10 minutes. No, we want it to be tender, so 12 minutes, that's what we're doing. So we're gonna let this go for 12 minutes. So me and Harry will see you then. In the meantime, let's hear a word from our sponsor.
At the gym, I like to look good, but I'm at my best when I'm cooking hotcakes on my Bubba skillet. Don't you think?
Hey guys, if you guys have been watching for a while and you really like what you're watching, please like and subscribe, because that would really help me out, help the channel out, get it out to the YouTube universe, so we can keep making great content. In the meantime, back to your program. Noodles are done. Me and Harry got to give her a good stir. That way, see how these noodles aren't sticking? That's where that oil really helps out. So it's been about 20 minutes on 350. So now we're just taking the bird out. Like I said, we just wanted to warm it up. So we're gonna let that sit for another 20 minutes, just that way all those juices can get in here, because we're gonna be using that to help kind of give us like, I don't wanna say a gravy, but it is gonna help just give it some extra flavor. So we're gonna let that sit for about 20 minutes. And let's hear a word from our sponsor.
I might be cold and alone, but my Bubba skillet always keeps me warm. And trust me, it's a better conversationalist than my ex.
All right, so the next step here is we have those noodles that we drained. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and pour those in the pan like this. And then, now we're gonna start adding the ingredients. All right, so we've got paprika. We're gonna add about a teaspoon of that, a little bit more than that maybe. Okay, so we got the paprika in there. Now garlic powder, we're gonna match that. Match that. Now, to give it a little heat, we're gonna put that Tony's on there. We like our Tony's. Whoop, just kind of spilt out a little bit. Don't worry about that. Harry says, don't worry about that, Mr. Heath, we got you. Okay, so now we're gonna add in those diced tomatoes, like so. And I hope you guys are having a good day. To me, it's a Sunday, and you're gonna be watching this on Saturday. Now, cream of chicken. Might need Harry's help on this one. Scoop it out. Let's see. Oh yeah, we're gonna need Harry's help. Come on, Harry. Oh. You're too big to fit in there, Harry. So we got the cream of chicken. Stir this in. What we have is the pan's kind of lukewarm, and then all that juice from the chicken is at the bottom of the pan. So these noodles are going to just soak up all that flavor. So anyway, so while you were on commercial break, cut up some of the cheese. And I just use this kind of knockoff Velveeta brand, because I think Velveeta is like $87 for this. And so I cut it so it's like the full thing. I cut about this much off. I guess it was a fourth of it. So if it's 2 pounds, do the math. Okay, I'm not doing that. Use AI, do the math. I cut her right there. That's what this is. And this is the chicken. So I basically took half of that chicken right down the middle, took the breast, the wings, and the drum, and that's what all this chicken meat is. So we're gonna pour all this in here with the chicken, cheese, And we're gonna give this, me and Harry's a little dirty. He's got a beard, look at him. He's got a pasta beard. So we're gonna stir all this, get everything together, especially that cream of chicken. Uh-oh, something fell down. I feel like I do that every time. Every time I finish a video, there's like half of the dish all over the stove. My wife gets on to me about it. So this is all of this. Oh, I messed up. Forgot, let me grab that. So the cream of chicken, we're gonna go ahead and fill this up with water. Actually 3/4 of the way. So it's 10 ounces, that way we get about a cup of water in here. It's kind of like chicken broth, I guess, when you think about it that way. But we just want a little bit of moisture in here because we're gonna put this in the oven. So I'm gonna stir all this together for now. See that paprika? Ooh-wee. And we might add more seasonings to this, but you can always add more salt. Can't take it away. So anyway, so we're gonna get this ready. And in the meantime, let's hear a word from our sponsor.
In the 70s, it wasn't about being cool, it was about being groovy. And there's nothing more groovy than feeding a bunch of hungry teenagers on my Bubba skillet.
That duct tape feller is gonna put in that chicken spaghetti into the oven now. Hang tight, here he comes. Watch out, he's coming. Harry's helping out. All right, so now I've changed the temperature to 375 because I forgot the last time I did this. 350 didn't get it crispy enough because I want a little crisp to the top layer. So anyway, so we're gonna let this cook for now. We're gonna start at 30 minutes. And I know it seems like a long time, but you gotta remember, we want all those flavors to incorporate. 30 minutes. We'll be right back. About 30 minutes, 375. So you can kind of see what we're working with here. Ooh, look at that goodness. Look at all that. Tell me you don't want to come over here and join me, the cheesy Harry, for dinner. Come on, Harry, give her a good stir. Look at all that. Don't you want to smell it? Ooh-wee! She's good looking. Okay, so I'm gonna stir this up for a little while. Believe it or not, I'm actually gonna put it back in probably for another 15 minutes because we want to get all these flavors incorporated. So it's been about 15 minutes, 375. First time was 30 minutes. And as you can see, woo-wee! Look at that baby right there. What do you think about that, Harry? Harry says, ooh, that looks very cheesy. Let's eat this. Ooh, let's stir this cheesy goodness. Tell me you don't want to come over here and eat this. Look at this right here. Oh, tell me that's not delicious right there. Uh-oh. Look at there. It's going in. It's going in. Oh, she won't let me show her face. She won't let me show her face. But she's going to take a bite. Oh, there it goes. Oh, hide your face. Oh. So anyway, so from our table to yours. Thank you for tuning in. Keith Haley from East Texas Duct Tape. God bless you.